Hello YouTubers, Troz here, back playing Kerbal Space Program, first contract, and last time we got a ship in orbit around Minmus, so let's head back there, and we're in a pretty high orbit as you can see, but we are about to do a burn to get us into a lower orbit, so let's pick this up. And we don't have any contracts that we're fulfilling. We're basically just doing this for the science. And there it is. I have an estimated burn is going to be a pretty short burn. Right now we're not exactly lined up just so we can keep our solar panels slightly facing the sun. So we get some electric charge, but I am gonna correct our aim, our target here. Actually, this may actually put us in a better spot facing the sun. We're going to start burning here. Just a second. It's pretty well lined up. And let's start burning. It's going to be a pretty small burn. Doesn't really matter too much if we're late, so we're just trying to get a relatively close orbit. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's close that. Seems to be wobbling here a bit. Wobbling around our solar panels, picking up more or less power. So we got 38 minutes until our next burn. So really there's nothing to do right now except time warp. We're going to go behind Minmus here. Power is dropping, but should charge back up once we come around the other side. There we go. Alright, we're 2.5 minutes from our burn here. And let's just... Can we do a crew report? Let's EVA then real quick. Do an EVA report. Alright. Just above the slope, so let's keep that data. And then hopefully we take all the data and then board. We should be able to do another crew report now. Lake beds seem relatively flat. We're now near, which is what we wanted. That also means we should now kind of flip around here. And this is going to take a bit. We're relatively heavy. We have lots of fuel here. we basically used none of this stage yet. Just a little bit for getting into orbit, and then the burn just now that was only 11 meters per second. And we're gonna follow that up with a 14 meter per second burn just to circularize at this lower altitude. And this will be also, 19. And yeah. So we'll be under 20 kilometers. And that seems to be close enough to get all the near signs. Which is what we want. Alright, so we're coming up close to finishing this rotation, and I will there we go, slow it down there. I need to go to the left a bit. I actually just passed our burn point, so let's get this lined up real quick and turn on SAS and start burning. E2. 18 by 19, that's fine. Wish it wouldn't wobble so much, but let's EVA again real quick here and do another EVA report over the lesser flats now. It's a different biome. Let's keep that data. We can board again. Can we log temperature? Record temperature about the environment. Let's keep that data. Observe the mystery goo. Goo feels right at home here. 40 science. Let's keep that data. Basically now, I just want to orbit around here and try to get different science and different crew reports, and different EVA reports over the slopes. Let's keep that data. Should be coming over Highlands or something. Midlands, maybe. Let's board. Oh. Cancel. I guess we already got the slopes. Hey, don't slide down the lowlands. Keep the data on board. EVA again. Is that still the lowlands? Yes. Hey, don't let go. EVA report. Yes, letting go like that got you in trouble before. Still the lowlands. Looks like we're heading back over the flat area here. Yeah, so we got lowlands, we got slopes, we got these lesser flats, each different flat area. Has a different name and is worth different science because it's a different biome. let's time warp a bit here. We time warp forever here. I mean, we're in orbit. We don't want this going on too long, but basically just want to try to get over a bunch of different places. And see if we can get the different science. And that's the slopes again. It's a bit hard to tell exactly what you're over. Let's check again. Midlands. Keep the data. Board. I don't think crew reports are different. Let's time warp a bit. See if this counts as highlands. Evier. No, this is lowlands. Threat. Seems kind of high to me. What do I know? This will let us get over the poles. But actually I don't want to turn that much. I think I'm going to do that. Alright. Turn off SAS. We gotta move. Let's turn on RCS. So we got plenty of it, and yeah, we need the extra control, because our reaction wheels aren't going to have the torque. Alrighty. Let's run into the level here. Keep on the mark. Let's try something like that. Alright. This darker area down here I think counts as polar. Hold your position. EVA report. Already over this. Ooh. Hey, ship's getting away a little bit. Yep. Grab. Midlands. Did I keep Midlands already? Cancel. You sliding off there? You report. Set the experiment. Hey, don't slide off. Take data. Store the experiments. EVA report. Highlands. Keep the data. Board. Alright, in just a bit we'll be going over the pole. Or near enough that it should count as polar. And then I think on the next trip around we'll land. This should rotate over, or even this part, and that's where we'll land. Let's just time warp here a bit. That should be good, I think. Grab one. Don't you ever grab. No. Alright, that should definitely count. EVA report. Slopes still. Lowlands. Alright. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. That's not the right. I got the wiki somewhere here. Let's quickly look up the map. I mean, it looks like we're right under it, so. And of course, almost floated away there. Lowlands. Get on there. EVA again. I think we definitely have to be over the southern pole. I mean, I think that's the pole right there. We should be close enough to count as inside the polar region, I would think. Alright, it's bored. Let's, one more try. And then I'm going to try the North Pole. Alrighty, let's try the North Pole. We're going to time warp around here. I'm in this right now. It's hard to see. There are different flats. I think I might have missed one. Back in the sun. Barely. We should not be high enough for the pole yet. We should be able to do this right where we see the terminator. That's the line separating light from dark, which is right about here. The way these planets are set up, nothing is tilted. Like the Earth is tilted on its side, which causes the seasons. Because these aren't tilted, the terminator should always go right through the pole. So you know if you're on it, you're almost directly north. It's EVA. Maybe we aren't close enough. Alright. Let's try... coming around once more. EVA report? Alright, let's board. Here's Minmus. I'm gonna try to get science over any flats on this side. EVA. Grab, don't let go. EVA report. That's the slopes reset. Forward. Just a little bit further, I think. It's probably a bit hard to see, but there is a flats here. EVA. Midlands. There's a... greater flats. Keep that data and board. Alright. Quickly add a maneuver here. Something like that. And I'm hoping this will allow us to go right over the poles. Kind of need to do the maneuver right now. That's very close, I think. Yeah, we're going up and out a little. That maneuver's there just so I have a timer. So now we're going... Not the key I wanted to hit. Almost over the North Pole. Three, two, one. Grab. EVA report. Minmus's poles. Let's keep the data. Let's board. And let's plan to land. I tend to take safe landings on other planets. Basically dropping straight down. Well, gotta burn in 30 seconds, so let's use that RCS. Slowing down, so we'll fall out of orbit basically. Now this isn't quite the safest landing. So if we miss this burn, we'll crash. But oh wow. We basically just went over the pole. You saw the ball spin around. Alright. I'm going to orient us for our next burn, because actually the way we're oriented right now, we're not getting much power at all. So by orienting for our next burn, we will be aiming our solar panels more towards the sun. One, stop there. Alright, hold something like that. Alright, so we're here, and we're just going to come over and then slow down and fall right onto the flat. At least that's the plan. Let's time warp a bit. Alright, I'm gonna do that burn a little early. So I want to make sure we're on the flat. So let's start now. Basically, I want to stop all our horizontal velocity. Yeah, that's good. There we go. That's like straight up and down. So we're about 10 kilometers and we're coming straight down at a very low meters per second right now. I'm now trying to turn straight up and down. And I've only used like a fifth, maybe even less of the fuel we have in this stage, which isn't a problem, it's just going to be a waste. But, like I said, I always try to overbuild the ships. And actually, this place isn't too bad. I'll be able to get a sample here, hopefully from the shores, or the slopes I should say. And then maybe whatever that is, Midlands or Highlands. So we'll get 2 or 3 surface samples. And we're coming right down. I'm not going to worry about my speed until about 3,000 kilometers. We have a lot of fuel we can burn, and this engine is relatively powerful. It's a little over 200 thrust. So we'll be able to stop relatively quickly. We have a good amount of monopropellant left. Hopefully we won't be needing much of it. We'll do one of these science bays and a goo on the surface. We'll see how much fuel we have if we can do a hop. Maybe up to the ridge there before we go home. Alright, we are picking up speed, but that's expected. We're basically just falling. At 3,000, I'm going to slow down. And we are, according to this, slightly drifting. Let's turn on RCS. We need slow down real quick. Alright. We're about 1,000 feet up. We're at landing speed. We need to drop this. Let us stage. Alright, good. deploy the gear. A lot of fuel left in that stage, but there's not much we can do about it. See the shadows. Should explode any second now. There's one piece that survived. Actually, I slowed up too much while watching that fall, and we're going back up right now. Alright, we flipped around again to go back down. And look at that. Nice ground scatter. And there's that piece. Okay, 200. Let's put up a bit. See the lights on the ice. Let's put up a bit more. Coming down at 3 meters a second. 5 meters per second. 1 meter. Cut. And we are down. That was a textbook landing, basically. Turn off the mono propellant. Apparently it's still being used a bit. Let's do some science. Let's observe the materials bay. From the lesser flats, thoughts turn to how much Minmus looks like a mint dessert, and now we are hungry. 125 science. Let us keep the data. Observe the mystery goo. It's going to be 50 science. Keep the data. Let's log the temperature. That'll be 40 science. And now, what does this look like from IVA? Yeah, wow. Let's go on a journey. And, plant a flag and collect some more science. I'm gonna let go. There are thrusters out here. Plant a flag. First, Minmus landing. Sure looks impressed. Let's take a surface sample. Tiny crystal-like grains, very pretty, not edible. 150 science. Let's keep that data. Let's put the rocket pack back on. Jetpack, whatever you want to call it. Let's grab. Can we, it's EVA report. you gotta be on the ground to get an EVA report. Feel a bit like a superhero when you jump in the low gravity. Let's take that. Alright, we boarded with the surface sample and the EVA report. Alright, that way looks a lot closer than that way. So we are going to head that way. Basically, you want to get surface sample from a different surface type. Basically, I just push forward for a few seconds at the beginning to get some momentum, and then I'm just going to be tapping to keep our altitude. And if you keep pressing forward, like if you need to bleed off all that speed. So if you hold forward for 10 seconds, you need to hold backwards for 10 seconds at the end to bleed off your speed. If you hold forward for 30 seconds, well, you're going to need to do the same to stop. So it's better just to get a little speed and then just keep thrusting so you stay off the ground, because gravity is going to pull you back down. You don't need to thrust to counteract your upwards thrust. You only need to counteract your forward momentum. And it looks like we're going to be about 1 kilometer away or so. Maybe I should have taken the ship, but we'll see how this goes. Yeah, maybe closer to 2 kilometers. I went this way because I saw the rocks, which to me indicated that it was closer because there's no rocks on the opposite mountain, hill. But maybe it was closer that way. Maybe it's just different biomes, and this one has rocks and the other one doesn't. Can we time warp? Looks like we can. Alright. We're still kind of on the ice. It definitely slopes up here, so we do Alright, we are over the slopes now. EVA report. Keep the data. Let's take a surface sample. And yeah, we're almost 2 kilometers away. Time to head back. Just fast forwarding or time warping this so this goes quicker. because I actually do want to return to Kerbal in this episode. And I'm actually thinking of landing at one additional site. Alright, let's come out of time warp here. Now, before it really didn't matter where we landed. I'm aiming for this ship now, so let's slow down now. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Only used up 2 units of monopropellant. Ooh, that was a big jump. And board. Alright. Oh yeah, look at that. We pretty far there, but closer than the northern slope. We are in the lesser flats. Now this isn't connected. So, unless I miss my call, this is actually going to be considered a different flats. So that wouldn't be too bad of a place to aim for. That should be over the hills here. Yeah, there it is. It's a bit of a distance away, but it shouldn't be that difficult to get to and land at. And as you can see, we hardly use any fuel here, and I think we only will need half of our tanks to get back. So let's head for that. We'll be taking off in 3, 2, 1. Lift off. So, aim over that way. I want to head more to 270, I guess. That should be good, I think. Yeah, you can see that didn't use too much fuel, but we still need to land, and that will take as much, if not more, fuel than we used taking off. Let's Alright, now we can time warp a little bit. Yeah, we're not even our apoapsis. Alright. At this point, we are over what should be a different flats. Oh yeah, we can turn much more easily now. So I want to basically come straight down at this point. So So basically just firing retrograde and chasing the retrograde up to the zenith there. So at this point we should be coming straight down. It'd be nice if we had a separate horizontal and vertical speed readout. But you can see our surface speed is 10, and that's about our vertical speed, so our horizontal speed is, well, very minimal, probably less than 2 meters. 2 meters per second, which is what we want. We don't want much horizontal speed in landing that causes you to tip over. Looks like we do have some horizontal speed, but we should be pretty good. Now it's just a case of fall back as fast as you can. Coming out of time warp, because we're below 3,000. So yeah, we're 11 kilometers away. That's not too far. We'll get another materials bay and goo and temperature reading, assuming this is a separate biome, which it's supposed to be, and we'll get a crew report and EVA report and a surface sample. Alright, we're under 1,000. Okay, let's flip around there so we can see our shadow. Under 500, we're slowing down. Don't slow down that quickly. A lot of things to watch. Under 5 meters a second coming down, which is good landing speed. A second. 2. Truly slow. 5, 6. Under 1. Doing a much gentler this time. And we are down again. Let's do a crew report. Yeah, now we're from just the flats. That's good. We are in the lesser flats before, so we are in a different biome now. Observe the materials bay. Similar description, 125 additional science. Let's log the temperature. 40 science. Let's do a goo. 50 science. Let's EVA and don't fall again. Take a surface sample. Take an EVA report. The data. Plant the flag. first trip, second landing. This is probably going to be the slopes again, so I'm not going to head over there. And yeah, so it's getting long, and I want to get back. Grab board. So I think that's it for this trip. We have not too much time left in this episode, but let's head home and see how far we get. So I want to take off and head east, which right now is vertically up the way we're oriented. So let's do that in 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Yeah, we'll do something like that. I forgot to turn on SAS, so we're just spinning all around. We can pull up the gear. So we have a burn in approximately 4 minutes. That will take us nearly back to Kerbal. Yep, and I just basically pass it. We should be in orbit now and then leave. Like that. It's not a very good orbit. Just correcting here on the fly. A little overcorrection. Not too bad. Alright. We're gonna time warp away. And it's actually gonna be a bit 2 hours before we leave. Alright, we should be... Oh. Oh wow, we got our periapsis in the atmosphere. I didn't even try for that. I don't think that's going to be quite low enough. this way. So I'm going to slow down slightly, and it's probably just going to take, maybe taps on the RCS even. Here's our periapsis in 7 days. Let's turn on RCS and thrust. 47, 45. I'm going to go for 35. It's a little higher than normal. But I don't know where we're going to come in. And if possible, I want to then do another burn to make sure we get closer to the Kerbal Space Center so we get as much recovery as possible. We're running a little long here, so let's just time warp in. It's going to be a few days, 6 days, 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days. So there's Kerbal Space Center. It's coming around. Alright, we're about 30 minutes away. And this is actually just luck. But we actually may be... Well, we're going to land on the same side of the planet as Kerbal Space Center. Alright, we are in atmosphere. We're going to land south of Kerbal Space Center, but that's okay. Let's turn off RCS. What happened to our electric? I guess we weren't aimed at the sun. Charge those batteries. Because we're going to need power. Alright, we're coming in really hot. Alright, here we go. We're hitting the atmosphere now, beginning to slow down. See our orbits come way in. Kerbal Space Center is right over there. And we're on our way back up, which isn't so good. Thrust zones. Don't want to orbit again. I want to make sure that stays. Doesn't leave again. This would have let me at least get a really close orbit if we weren't close to Kerbal Space Center. Since we are close to stop. Alright, we're going to go up to about 40. Let's see if we can stop even closer. back on the way down. I want to save fuel in case we need it to cushion our landing. So that's the Space Center. That's the alternate landing strip. That's the moon. And well, Minmus is on the other side of the planet right now. I'm going to turn off the lights. I'm going to turn off SAS. We need to be charging as much as possible. And of course, we're starting to rotate here. Alrighty, we are definitely gonna hit in the water here. We're still pretty far from Kerbal Space Center, but at least we're on the same side of the planet. Alright, we are getting re-entry effects again. So we're low enough in the atmosphere. We're going to really begin to slow down here now. Let's see the water, heating effects. We're around the curve from KSC, Kerbal Space Center, and we're just about under 10,000 feet now, 10,000 meters. And we have 5 parachutes. And hopefully they will slow us down. Let us find out. I am going to deploy them now. Alright, they are slowing us down decently. They'll open up fully at 500 feet. We're at 1,500. 1,000. We have deployed. And this is what I was a little afraid of. We are still traveling a rather fast 10 meters per second. That's why I saved some fuel here. We will want to get that under 5, I would say. But if I hit 0, the parachutes will collapse. Let's start up here. Okay, that was a safe landing. Should have deployed the gear. But let us recover the vessel. That was a pretty successful trip. Let's see exactly how we did. Crew report from the Minmus is flats, 25 science. Crew report in space, high over Kerbal, 5 science. EV report, high over Kerbal 8. EVA report high over Minmus 32. Crew report 20 high over Minmus. Crew report space just above the slopes 32. Just above the lesser flats 32. Just above the lowlands 32. Just above the midlands 32. Crew report in space near Minmus 20. Just above Highlands, a EVA report 32. Space just above the greater flats 32. EVA report from space just above Minmus's poles 32. Surface sample from the lesser flats 150. Report from Minmus's lesser flats, EVA report 40. Surface sample from the slopes 150. EVA report from the slopes 40. Surface sample from the flats 150. Report from the flats 40. Material study high over Minmus 100. Mystery goo from space high over Minmus 40. Material study while high over Kerbal 25. Mystery goo over Minmus is 40. Temperature scan while near Minmus 32. Material study from the lesser flats 125. Mystery goo observation from the lesser flats 50. Temperature scan from the lesser flats 40. Material study from the lesser flats 125. Mystery goo from the flats 50. Temperature scan from the flats 40. Recovery of the vessel from the surface of Minmus 37.5. For a grand total of 1,609.5 science. Wow. Next here, we got 68 parts and 3 resources recovered 227 kilometers for a return value of 87.4%. Lander can, 5 parachutes, fuel tank, external fuel ducts, strut connectors, science juniors, liquid engines, landing struts, mystery goo, 2 hot thermometers, thruster blocks, illuminators, mobility enhancer, battery packs, photovoltaic panels, and communicatrons. And we got a Jebediah crewman back. Jebediah crewman. We got science data from around Kerbal for a bonus science. Okay, yes, that concludes this episode. Next time we'll see what we can unlock and what further contracts we can take, and we'll probably go to the moon. Probably do a similar ship, if not the same ship. Maybe we'll beef things up with more science now that we've got a whole bunch of science points so we can unlock more science instruments. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.